everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Gabriella. I make videos about fragrance, self-care, mental health, life as an actor in LA. I do vlogs and whatever else I feel like talking about. So if that sounds like your jam, please stick around and do subscribe. Today, we're gonna talk about regrets. We all have them. Money we regret spending, people we regret dating, perfumes we regret buying. So that's gonna be my video for you today. This is gonna be perfumes and fragrance mists, body mists, just most things that I regret buying. So that if you have a similar taste as me, or similar taste to me, my brain's not working, you can maybe stay away from them or learn a lesson or two. So this isn't me complaining, because you know what? Mistakes are lessons. They're not. An L is no longer a loss, an L is a lesson. Michelle Montano. I do want to say that if you are someone who likes trying new fragrances, you do blind buys, or you want to expand your collection and add new things without completely breaking the bank, check out Fragrance By. This video is kindly sponsored by Fragrance By. I work with them all the time because that is where I purchase most of my perfumes. I always check there first because, especially if you're blind buying, it really helps to save money. They offer all different kinds of sizes of perfumes that you might be wanting: niche, designer, luxury, celebrity perfumes, and some of them they sell as testers, which may not come with the cap or may come without a box, but it's at a discounted price and it's the same fragrance. So it's the best place to buy. If you're in the US or Canada, they ship to both locations, and they're actually having an anniversary sale coming up, and the dates of that are October 28th to the 31st. So when you're seeing this, the sale is going on. Head over to their website. It starts 6 p.m. on the 28th and ends midnight on Halloween, the 31st. It's gonna be a great sale with additional discounts on top of their already discounted prices. Now is the perfect time to shop for the holidays, a little treat yourself kind of moment, or just to refresh your fragrance wardrobe, as it were. There are also ways to get additional percentages off your order. I'm gonna leave all the details down below. Depending on how much you wanna spend, what you're looking to buy, you can really make quite a nice haul with this sale and not totally break the bank. So if you've recently bought some perfumes that you regret buying and maybe you wanna try something new to replace it, now's the time. So thanks to Fragrance By for sponsoring this video. Let's jump into the fragrances that I regret buying. So I only have a couple perfumes in my collection now that I regret buying because I sold the other ones. So I will talk about the ones that I've sold first. And whenever I sell perfumes, I sell them over on my Instagram, Gimme Gabi's Closet. I will link it down below. I also sell my clothes over there. So let me take a look at the perfumes that I have sold. Michael Kors Sexy Amber. I think maybe I'm just not an amber person. The reviews on this one were so great, and I can say it doesn't smell bad, but it didn't smell like me. It kind of reminded me of this woman that my brother used to date when I was in middle school. She was really awesome and really cool, and we went over to her house all the time, and she was a great cook, but it just reminded me of her and like that type of like hot suburban mom. And so as fun as that is, that's not me. And it was just warm without any smokiness, without any gourmandness, without any androgyny. So it wasn't my thing. I ended up selling that one. I also sold Byredo Rose Noir. I cannot stand that fragrance. To me, there are not many things that I say smell like old lady, because I love that type of fragrance. I love older fragrances, but this to me was almost anybody would smell it, I think, and say that that smells like an old lady. Now, if you love the perfume, again, if you love any of these perfumes, please don't take offense. This is not personal, but it gave me a headache. It made me feel nauseous. It also made me feel dark and sad. I don't know why. The perfume it was just not, I needed it out. Gave me bad vibes. I don't know. It smelled very, very dark, and it's just not me. It's not my type of rose. Rose Noir is right. It is very dark. So I sold that because Byredo is just way too expensive to just keep sitting around, and it's a beautiful bottle, but I really like it. That fragrance made me pretty nauseated. Then I sold Elie Saab Girl of Now. Everybody talks about that. I've been recommended it many times because I believe it's honey and orange blossom. To me, this was very, very syrupy. It gave me a headache. It made me sick to my stomach when I started to wear it. And, you know, I asked for recommendations for sickeningly sweet fragrances, but I think I can handle sweet more on the marshmallow, cotton candy, that side of things. Not so much like honey and very, very sweet florals, like very sweet white florals and that syrupy orange blossom. It's like too much for me. I can already remember how it made me feel. It was way too much for me, way too syrupy, sticky sweet. I sold Ariana Grande Ari. I think I bought that for a review of all of Ariana Grande's fragrances, which I will leave in the cards, but I don't even really remember what it smelled like. So yeah, I think I just felt like it was too young for me and, you know, not complex enough. I'm a fragrance lover and like, it just wasn't bringing me joy. I wasn't reaching for it. Ariana Grande Moonlight, I also regretted buying and I sold. I used it once. I can't remember what that one smelled like either. I think they're not standout fragrances to me, especially when she has something like Cloud to compare it to, which is amazing. It just felt a little too young, I think, if I remember. Scandale by Jean-Paul Gaultier, that's another one that I was recommended because I love sweet fragrances. I bought it at the same time that I bought Girl of Now, and again, that one too was sticky, syrupy, like fructose corn syrup. Like that's how it made me feel, was just like drinking. I don't know. It's not my thing. If I wanted to go for something so sweet and like very sexy in your face, a little bit obnoxious, I would go for one of the Juicy Couture fragrances. So although I love the Scandale bottle, I did sell it. I also sold Montale Vanilla Cake. That one, man, I was really excited about it. And Montale is not cheap. And I smelled it and I loved it. It smelled like cake batter. Unfortunately, it wasn't, I'm still looking for a cake fragrance that is like moist cake. It was a little dry and powdery to me, actually. Like smelling cake batter, like the powder. So I'm looking for something that's more true to like angel food cake, you know? And also that one just absolutely did not last on me at all. I mean, I sprayed it and it was gone. And on me, it didn't smell that great. It didn't smell that bakery good-ish. But yeah, I sold it because the lasting power was just really, really disappointing. So those are the ones that I have most regretted buying. But obviously I sold them and sent them off to new homes. And, you know, we have no hard feelings. I wish them well. 3 perfumes that I don't know if I regret buying, but I don't get that much use out of is Mancera Rose Vanille. I love Mancera fragrances. They last forever. They are potent and amazing. And I was obsessed with rose fragrances in the first couple of years that I loved rose fragrances. And then I think I overdid it. And I think my personality changed a little bit. So I still like rose, but orange blossom has really taken its spot and other gourmand notes. But this is rose and vanilla. This is really good, but the rose is really strong. Like this is a strong fragrance, and I think I'm trying to find out the best time to wear it. It's certainly not in warm weather. It's way too much, but it smells like vanilla milk and stuffy roses. You know, like I had a rosary when I was little, and it was like a red velvet rosary, and it was rose scented. It's that kind of smell. Like it doesn't smell like open air fresh garden. It smells like kind of stuffy, if you know what I mean. So it's hard for me to figure out when to wear this. I think if I lived in Europe or I lived in a place with more varying seasons and temperature and more of an elevated style, as opposed to LA, which is very casual, I would find more occasions to wear it. It's really good, and it's a nice, like Valentine's Day, it just is like a nice bouquet of red roses with vanilla, but yeah, it's just so strong. So, you know, I've had it for almost 2 years and there's hardly a dent at all. And then I have 2 cherry fragrances that I don't necessarily regret buying, again, because it's fun. It's all fun to like blind buy. I love blind buying, but I just don't get the use out of them that I thought I would. Prada Candy Gloss. I swore I tried this and fell in love and it smelled like lipstick and lip gloss, and now I think that must have been maybe Prada Candy Eau de Toilette. I don't know. but you would think it was gloss if it smelled like lip gloss. I don't know, maybe my body chemistry changed. But now this is just pretty sour cherry, powdery sour cherry. I mean, it's good. It kind of reminds me of Sweet Tarts, if you like that, or yeah, but it almost also has like passion fruit or pineapple or mango, if you like that kind of juicy tropical fruit. It definitely smells like passion fruit to me. I don't know if that's in here, but I know cherry's in here. It's good, but I just don't use it that much because it's pretty young, the fragrance. And if I'm gonna go young, I usually go for like cotton candy fragrances or a Bath and Body Works thing, or like Britney Spears fragrances, something like that. So it's fun, but it doesn't make me feel like empowered or sexy, and so that's why I don't reach for it very often. But I love the bottle, and it is a really unique fragrance. So, you know, it just depends on your style. There's nothing wrong with this fragrance at all, and I don't want to sell it because I still like it. And then another cherry fragrance, which I'm not selling because this bottle is everything to me. This is Guerlain Black Perfecto by La Petite Robe Noire. So this is from their little black dress line, and this is definitely like a Guerlain type of cherry. I think this is black cherry. It's powdery upon first sniff, and I think it's great for cold weather, and I pick it up because the bottle is just gorgeous. But then it does, right now, it's giving me that syrupy, medicinal, almost like, yeah, cough syrup cherry, and I don't love it right now. On my skin, it's the syrupy stuff overpowers the powderiness, and Guerlain is like, most of them are pretty powdery, and I really like that. Definitely smells like an older fragrance. I wouldn't say it's a safe blind buy unless you're really adventurous like me, but yeah. And now it's getting sharp. Now the sour cherry is coming out, which I don't love. I don't love sharpness paired with powdery. So I just adore this bottle, but this is not a fragrance that I would expect to come in this bottle. Oh, it reminds me a little bit of Lord of Misrule from Lush. It kind of smells like a Lush product, but like peppery. This is pretty peppery to me. I don't know. I can't settle on what it smells like. I can't settle on the mood that it evokes from me, and I don't love the actual fragrance, but I just love this bottle. Love it. Oh, then the last one. This is Tonka 25 by Le Labo. Now, I bought this before a first date last year. I just don't reach for it enough. I wish these little ones are expensive from Le Labo. I wish I would have gotten another 17, another 13. I think it's called Another 13, I can't remember. I wish I would have gotten that one because I really like that one, and when I smell it on other people, it's really nice. I just wanted to not do Santal 33, but I wanted to get something cold weather and sexy, and sometimes like if I'm going on a special first date or going on a special date with someone that I think is gonna like have an impact in my life, I like to start wearing a fragrance to be able to tap back into that memory. I didn't even end up wearing this on the first date. This isn't seductive. I don't feel like people really would compliment me when I had this on. They definitely will smell me. It's very loud, but there's actually a Tonka from Target from the Soli Notes line that I actually really like. So I don't know. It's just, to me, I just regret it because it was expensive and I don't reach for it. Not that it doesn't smell good. I think on someone else, like, it's really good. It kind of reminds me of Old Bond Street by Atkinson's, I think it's called. Somebody I used to date way back in college wore that, and it was great. And I imagine that this would smell great on that person. We don't talk, but you know, one day if I pass him in the street, I'll be like, hey, this is for you. Yeah, it's really good, but I just don't reach for it. So now, quickly, let's talk about body mists. We got Bath and Body Works, Target, and yeah, that's it. So these are not worth it to sell to me, and I'll get some use out of them, but I just am like, dang, you know, I brought them home, and you never know with body mist, the lasting power sometimes is just awful. Bath and Body Works Watermelon Lemonade. Now, the only reason I regret this is because it doesn't last. I was shopping around, and the person I was with was like, that is so good, and if you don't get that, I'm gonna be pissed. So it's really yummy. It smells like watermelon candy. It's much more playful and childlike than I usually go for, but I was just in a fun mood. I like adding new and kind of different things to my collection, not just buying the same types of fragrances, orange blossom, vanilla, whatever, baked goods. So I gave it a shot, and I just wish it lasted longer, because this fragrance really does make me happy, but it just doesn't last. Maybe if I had the lotion, it would be different, but I think that would be a little too much. I don't know. White Pumpkin and Chai, which is a fragrance that Bath & Body Works has put out again this fall. Doesn't smell like pumpkin to me. Doesn't really smell like chai. Just kind of smells like potpourri. It just smells so generic to me. I don't feel unique at all when I wear this. It's not even generic but sexy. It's just, it smells like a candle, but a candle that's not that great. Like that it would be beaten out by another more unique candle. I don't get it. This is not, it smells fine. It's not that I don't like smelling it. It's just so unimpressive to me. Whipped Almond Vanilla. This is another that is the same. I mean, it almost smells like the same thing to me. I don't know. Like, I don't really smell whipped almond. I definitely don't smell almond really. I don't know. This is just another very unremarkable fragrance. I don't feel unique or pretty when I put it on because I feel unremarkable. It's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just smells like Bath & Body Works. I don't know. Not impressed. This one, I was like pissed that I bought it. That's how much I hated it. Now I can handle it. I think my body chemistry has changed a little bit, or I don't know, but Pink Velvet Cupcake, which I think is out again. This is Red Berries, Pink Marshmallow Praline. You would think I would love this, but it's something about the berries. Like, it smells like a little girl's like strawberry body spray or something. It is so much less gourmand than I hoped. So I wear it sometimes. This is something I take to spray on after a show. Or like if we're going out for drinks after a show, I'll just like, you know, make myself smell okay, because I'm obviously sweating during a show, and if I don't have time to shower, you know, something I quickly throw on. But like, if I ever wanted to impress anybody or feel confident, I would not wear this. I think it's pretty juvenile, and it's just disappointing because it doesn't smell. I would never guess that this was a cupcake fragrance, so no. Then my last two are both from Target. Good Chemistry Sea Salt and Gardenia Body Spray. There's nothing wrong with this, but I have Gardenia fragrances, and this is just, it's good. This is just not me though. I think there's coconut in here too. Yeah, ozone, coconut, and amber. It's good. It's just not me. It's a little fresh, and you know, I just really prefer warmer fragrances. And you know, if the only warm thing in there is amber, amber is not very deep and dark to me. Of the like base notes with warmth, amber is like, there's got to be something else in there. I need like sandalwood, vanilla, tonka, oud, something, musk. So this is just not, it doesn't carry enough like weight or impact for me. Yeah, but it is calming. Like sometimes in the summer I'll put it on after a shower before bed, and it's just like very soothing, but I don't use this enough, and I should have known myself. Sea Salt and Gardenia, like, that's not very me. And then Mixbar Blackberry Tonic. This is good, but again, I'm not like fruity. Sometimes I try to be, because I'm like, I'll be one of those cute YouTube girls that wears like fruity body sprays, and just, I'll be that girl. And I'm not that girl. It's good, and I like mixing this one with vanilla, whatever, but do I think that you can find a fragrance like this anywhere else? Yeah. It's not super unique. I don't know. Like, it doesn't spark joy for me. So, Mochi is furiously lapping up water. Stay hydrated, King. That reminds me I need to drink water. But that's going to be it for this video. Those are my perfumes and fragrance mists that I regret buying. And I'm trying to think if I've replaced any so far. I haven't brought a new cherry fragrance in. I haven't brought a new rose fragrance in quite a while. I'm thinking of Gucci Live Irresistible, or Givenchy Live Irresistible. I think I have that one coming in the mail. I can't remember. I just placed a fragrance buy order and I can't remember. I was like editing my cart. But if you have any gaps that you want to fill in your fragrance wardrobe, or things that you want to replace, or you want to do some blind buys, check out Fragrance Buy. I'll link everything below and details on their sale. And I will catch you in my next video, guys. See you later. Mwah. Bye, guys.